What's up, creatives, and welcome to another Romeo show. On today's show, I am going to be showing you how to be drawing this drip effect wording in today's show. So what we are waiting for, folks, let's roll the intro. What's up, everybody? How is everyone doing? Hope you've had a good week and good weekend and had a good bank holiday. If you're new to the show, my name is Romeo. I like to show you guys how to draw things we're using graphite pencil to photorealism, using your graphite pencils and other arts and crafts types of things as well, like mandala drawings, art therapy drawings, and also now these doodles that we shall be doing. Last week I did a little video on my sketchbook, so I had a little quick look so you guys could have a little look through my sketchbook. Wednesday's video, I did another drip effect drawing of an eyeball with all the drip effect happening. If you haven't seen that video, check out that video. Check out that link just at the top there. Today, I'm going to be showing you another drip effect drawing. This time, we are going to be doing some lettering. We're going to be writing. Well, you can write whatever word you want. I obviously did my name, and it's giving that drip effect and a kind of like a melting type of effect as well, using just an ordinary pens. So what are we waiting for, folks? Let's roll the video. Okay, right, everyone, welcome to today's drawing. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create another drip effect using our pens, but this time we're creating it in a word. So we're going to be writing the word out, and then I'm going to be showing you how to create that drip effect. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do first is just start off with a rough outline of 2 lines. So this is where I'm going to be drawing or writing my words inside. So we've got a rough, so we can have it the words pretty much on the same height. Right, so we'll start off. What I'm going to be doing is writing my name, Romeo. So we're going to have that. I'm going to show you just a quick writing of the word. So the writing we're going to do first is going to be in bold, pretty much all in square lettering. Like so. I've been getting quite into drawing these drip effects now. If you look at my TikTok videos, you'll see quite a few, like an eyeball type of drawing that I've been doing. It's really fun to do, actually. We're getting really into doing them. Great little drawings to do. So yeah, I'm doing more of my doodle work as well, because I thought I've done the sketching now and everything, which has been absolutely great, showing you guys how to draw and sketch. Which there will be more of those videos. Don't think there's going to be any. I've stopped doing that, but I try to sort of mix it up every now and then, do something a little bit different, just so that you guys don't get bored watching the same repetitive stuff being shown. So I like to just mix it up and show you all different forms of art, because it being an art channel, so I want to show you different ways of being creative, whether it's sketching or doing doodles now as well. So obviously we've been doing a lot more of the doodle work as well. We'll go into a bit more detail with those as well, doing little characters, expressions, that sort of thing. So here we have just a very rough look of a word. Obviously it's my name that we've just created there. You can write your own name as well, or any word you want to write. It's just going to be a very basic and easy way of creating a drip effect. Now when creating a drip effect, you want to make sure that imagine that's the line that we're using to do our drip effect. You want to make sure that when you're creating it, you don't do those, which still do look quite cool, but what you want to try and do is so that it comes in and then out, so it's a bit more like a tear shape that you're creating. So like that, you're creating. You want to do them in different lengths as well, so some long ones, some short ones, so you get a proper drip effect happening, and that's what we're going to be creating on our word here. So I'm just going to erase that out. So we're going to start off with the R. So I'm just going to just do like a few little squiggly sort of marks along the edges of the R so it doesn't look so straight. And when we get to the bottom, we're going to start our drips. Up to there. We can move it up. Then what I tend to do is anything that's facing down, that is where I'm going to put the drip effect. So as we come up here, put a slight little one in there, and then we'll put that, so you've got a little bit there, and then we come to the bottom of the R, another one, little one there, move it up, and another one there. Then still here as well, following that line that we've already created, so it's not so straight. Moving on to the curvature of the R, and putting another little drip effect there, and then moving it up. And then what I might want to do as well is on the top part of this, just add a few little drip marks there, which may look like it's also melting as well, just so that we've got a little bit more of a balance going on with the drips all falling down. And then we have the inside of the R, more little drip marks in that bottom bit, moving it up, and then another one in that top bit there. Once we've done the whole of these letters, we'll then move on to our pen, and we'll just go over it with our pen then. Same principle here as well, following that line that we've done to form the R, and as we get to the bottom of the O, we'll do a little drip mark there, move it up, and you can see that I'm sort of varying the lengths of these drip marks as well. So we just come up and round, one there, and another one there. They can be as random as you like. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing. Completely up to yourself. It's better, you just create however you want them to look. So we have that one now. Now we move on to the M. I like to start off with a solid shape first and then build up on that solid shape rather than trying to draw an R. Basically, it's a lot more easier. It is. This would probably be more of a melting effect, because obviously we've done the top part there, then a dripping effect, but you get the idea of where we're going with this. Just varying all the little drip marks. If you do one like that, when you come to using a pen, just make sure it comes out and then in. Same here, a little one there. This would be a great one to do for near towards Halloween, so I may do another one like this, another video like this towards Halloween. You don't have to emulate exactly how we did that O. You can vary it so it looks a little bit different. Okay, and there we have the words done. Now we're just going to go over those in our fine pen now. You can see by doing the edges of the words, of the letters, gives it that little ripple moving effect as well. There we have our R. How's the O done? And go to the last letter now. There we have our words done in a drip effect. So now what we're going to do is wait for that to dry, and then we're just going to start to erase out all our pencil lines. There we have our word done now, and then we start to colour it in. As you can see, it still forms the word, but it's got that more of a drip effect going on in our word. So we're going to start to colour it in. I'm going to be using regular pens. I'm not going to be using the Posca pens on this one, because I'm just using ordinary cartridge paper and it's quite fine, and the ink will leak all the way through. So these are still going to leak through as well because I'm using the just not regular cartridge paper, but they're very fine pens as well. They are. So I'm just going to start to colour this in. The principles will be exactly the same from whenever you're doing any colouring in work for creating this like drip effect, or I tend to use this effect for a lot of my doodle work now, and I tend to go in with like a light colour, and then through the edges of it I tend to go for the darker shade of the exact colour, or a colour close to that. So if I'm using like a pink, I'll go for like a fuchsia pink, I will, or maybe a red, and if it's a yellow colour that I've used, I'll go for like a orangey outline. If you want to check out any of my videos that I've done for my TikTok, check them out, Romeo sketches. These brush pens are really cool by W.H. Smith. They're really, really cool pens. I've not been able to find these ones like this again, so I'm on the lookout for some other pens that are quite similar to these, because you can get some real good coverage with these pens, especially with the brush tip that's on them as well. These pens and the Pro Marker pens as well are really good pens that I'm finding to use. But I'll be experimenting with all different pens as well. You've got the Copic markers as well, which I think I said in one of my other videos that I will probably use, but they're quite expensive pens, they are. But I've seen ones that are similar, so there's an art shop over where I live, and I've seen a box of these marker pens that are quite similar to those, so I may check those out. They may be nice pens to use. They come with like a blending pen as well, so those would be quite good to experiment with. So yeah, like I was saying, I tend to go in with like a lighter colour in a lot of my doodle art, and whenever I'm filling in, and then just go back over it with a darker shade just through the edges. For the edges, I do tend to stick to when I'm filling in a darker, like a shadow effect. There is a rule that I do follow with that so that I don't get confused with it, and that is every line that's on the left hand side, I will place the darker line next to that. So anything that's on the left hand side, that's where my dark, I mean you can go the opposite way as well, but I tend to find that if I stick with that, you get more of a consistency of a shade or an outline. And then what I might do then is, once I've completed it, then I'll do like a white on the opposite side, a white shine, and then I'll see how it's looking, and then if I need to, I'll then go back over it, or the edges anyway, with a larger black marker, just to make the image, the edges of the image pop out that little bit more. But any of the details inside I keep to a fine pen mark, just so that you have that little bit of a difference between a light edge and a darker edge, a thicker edge, and a lighter detailed edge. If you notice with these pens as well, I'm not going over the same section again, because it tends to, as you can see, it tends to go a little bit more darker, it does. So I'll try to keep it all in the one stroke. So there we have that. Now we're going to go around the edges with a darker pen. This is what I mean. So anything that's on the left hand side, any line that's on the left, like that one, there, I will then do a next to it I'll put my darker edge in. You can see how the effect is now looking. Like one there. It's a great little rule to follow if you're unsure about where to put darker lines or darker shades or anything like that. You can see that edge gives it a nice edge to it, it does. So we do this one as well. What I might sometimes do is just go along the edges of it like that as well. Like the base or the top sometimes. Depending on what I'm sort of drawing or how the image is looking. And then with our white pen, this one will be using a Posca pen for this one. Just clean it up a bit. And then what I'll tend to do with this one is anything on the opposite side to the lines that we've done, that is where I'll put my shine or light reflection there, like that. What I may do as well is just go over the line afterwards, just so that it pops out that little bit more, because sometimes with these pens you need to go over them depending on the sort of base colour that you've got down. You want it to stand out that little bit more. So give especially these Posca pens, you have to give them a little bit of time to dry. But you can see the effect that you get now from it. Very simple drip effect. Especially when you add the white to it as well. Now, I probably won't go over the edges with the black pen, but what I may do is just do a few little highlights or shadows with one of my pens here in the inside of the words, like that. Just so it gives it that little bit more of a 3D effect to it. Same sort of principle, anything that's on the right hand side, I just go on the left hand side of it, add my shadow. Don't want to go too crazy with it, don't want to add too much to it, just so that it sets it off from the edge, or from the paper, should I say, not from the edge. You might not be able to see this because it's quite a light grey that I used. There we have it, folks. Your drip effect lettering using our pens. Very basic, very easy one to do. If you guys do attempt this one, let me see your drawings, and we'll do another drawing like this next week. Thank you all for watching. Peace out. And how was that video for you guys? Hope you enjoyed that video. Give us a like if you enjoyed that. And next week we'll be doing another doodle type video. I'm getting more into these sort of types of videos now. I mean, well, obviously I've been showing you guys how to draw to photorealism using graphite pencils. Now I like to mix it up a little bit and sort of chop and change all my videos. So now we're going to be showing you, or I'm going to be showing you, some more illustration work, more cartoony type drawings using felt tip pens and using our fine liner pens as well. and that's all coming up in next week's show. Thank you all again for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload a new video. My name is Romeo, this is Romeo Sketches, signing off. Peace out.